Okay, Sam Meredith here, Atwater High School. We're going to do a little bit of out of position, fast freeze 60-10, horizontal 2G butt weld. So we're going to do a butt weld here, and you're probably seeing this funny contraption we got here. This is something we've homemade for our ag mechanics team, but when you're just practicing some welds, the best thing to do is you need to do a pre-assemble. So we're going to attack the weld flat. That'll kind of save us some muscle, and then we're going to put it up here on this clamp we have, and we're going to weld it out of position for you. So the first thing is, on a butt weld, for any fast freeze rod, I like to leave about a 1/16 of an inch gap. So these little stubbies that are hanging around the shop, they're still useful. Use those to tack together, and then that way when you go to run your full bead, you got a fresh brand new rod. So I'm going to tack these two together in the flat position. Here we go. And double check your gap before you throw it up there. So what you guys see here is you kind of see this apparatus here. It's an upright with a crossbar, and we have a vice grip that's clamping on our material, so we're doing it out of position. In your welding booth, you're going to have something very similar, but it's going to be a tack plate, and you're going to tack weld your weld to the plate. So when we do this horizontal, which is a 2G butt weld, we're going to bring the rod in, and we're going to do not straight on, we're going to do a little bit of a pull, about 10-degree pull, and we're going to hit both pieces and do a step whip, both pieces, up, down, step whip, both pieces, step whip, okay, all the way across. It almost looks like we're doing a sideways T, okay, in and out, in and out. So every time that we back out of the puddle, it's going to allow that puddle to solidify, and we come right back in, and we're going to be stacking those circles up. I like this 1/16 of an inch gap because that allows the molten puddle to just melt through and fuse the two pieces together. So we're going to start this up here. I'm running 85 amps at an Electrode positive, because that's the only thing 60-10 runs in, and you'll notice that I like to use this upward 45-degree angle off the electrode holder. All right, so here we go. Make sure you watch that top edge that it blends in, otherwise you're going to get an undercut on that top edge. Make sure it fills in all the way, blend that tack in. Get in there, don't stick. That's going to pretty much use a whole rod for about 4 inches of weld. Now remember, this 60-10, it's a different type of flux. It's not going to just peel off. You'll see a little bit of dingleberries on the bottom, and that's because all the sparks are falling down, molten puddle, and you will notice that the bottom side of the weld is going to droop a little bit. And when I see that degraded, I'll know that the orientation in which the metal was sitting, because the bottom half of the 60-10 is going to have some droop on it, which means you welded it to where this side up here is the top. So we're just going to kind of brush it. Kind of come off here just a little bit. The slag doesn't come off that well on 60-10. That's about all we're going to get unless we have a mechanical wire wheel, or grab your brush Right, you can kind of see some of those characteristics there, the stacked dime look all the way across. Probably would have, at the end, kind of popped up and then came back in to fill that crater. Pop it off our vise clamp. And you can definitely see we got some pretty good heat marks on the end, a little fast in the front, but overall, that is a satisfactory 2G fast freeze 6010 butt weld.